Hungry Man 97 Collectibles here, coming at you with an error card update. Some more of my favorites here. Some of them might be worth a little bit. Most of them just not really worth anything to be too excited about. Let's get started. We're going to start with a more of a recent card. This is from the Topps Series 2 2019, so it's a brand new one. Number 367. So it's got Shohei Otani, and he's there with some fire in the background. I guess it's at a stadium. I don't really know what that's all about, but whatever. And on the back, it references a game that he played where he did really good. Anyway, so it says that the game was on August 25th of 2108. So I don't think they meant it was like a future thing, but 2108, I think they meant 2018. So kind of a funny one there. And that's so new. I don't think they've corrected. I'm curious if Topps will, but I don't think that they have. I picked that one up for really cheap. Next one is a Derek Jeter 2007 Topps, number 40. So this card, it's not really an error necessarily. It's just a strange one. So we got Derek Jeter there, and in the dugout behind him on this side over here is the great Mickey Mantle. Of course, he's photoshopped in there. He's been gone for a while. Rest in peace. And on the back in the crowd is George W. Bush. He's standing up and waving. And I'm not sure where Topps thought that would be a good idea. I think that's just a ridiculous card. You know, we got, you know, Mickey Mantle looking up to him from the grave, whatever, or looking down from him from heaven. And then we got George W. Bush, former president. Okay, so I think that was just a horrible idea for a card. And I think it's probably worth like $10. I wouldn't know why. Next one, we're going to talk about my boy Greg Nettles. I want to say his name wrong, but it's Greg Nettles. We did this card in a former video. This is the 1981 Fleer. Greg Nettles, Craig on back. So bloop, flip it over, and you see that it should be Graig, but they put a C in front of it as well. So he's got kind of a unique name, so I can see where they would make that error. And then Hostess. I'm 90% sure this is Hostess. It doesn't say Hostess, but I think that's what it was. They came out with this card in the mid-70s. And this one says Greg Nettles on back. Uh-oh. On the front is Craig with a C. Come on! Give the guy a break. We can't get his name right. He's probably used to it, though, growing up with a name like that. But it's just kind of funny. All right, next one. We're going to talk about some 1972 Topps error cards. Now, let me just show you one of these. They got the weird letters in the front of the team with the shadows under it. And the error is that the C and the S on this Cubs card, this is Bill Bonham, number 29, has the green shading. Well, they came back and corrected that with the yellow shading under the first and the last letters of Cubs. You see what I'm talking about? Which I think that's a strange error because you wouldn't know the first one was an error if you hadn't seen it. Well, they did that a couple more times. Glenn Beckert, number 45. He's also Cubs. I'll hold both at the same time here. So the error is showing the green, that's all on the bottom, with the green shadowing, and then the top one is the corrected yellow shadowing under the letters. I think those are worth some money, like $15 or something. You know, and if Topps never would have corrected it, we wouldn't have known. Juan Pizarro, he is number 18 in that same Topps set, has the same thing, exactly the same. So bottom is an error with the green shadows where it should be yellow under the first and the last letter. So, all right. And then in 1979, Topps came out with Bump Wills, number 369. And this one is pretty easy to find the problem with. I mean, look at the card there. Shows him in his Texas Rangers outfit. And at the bottom, it clearly says Blue Jays. So the story goes that Topps was anticipating him being traded to the Blue Jays, and it never went through. They printed the card anyway with the wrong team on there. Not sure if they corrected that one or not, but it's not worth much to begin with. So Star came out with some cards. So we're going to jump forward to 1990. Star comes out with cards there, and man, I've had some errors with them before, misspelling names. So here's some the yellow set with Bobby Bonds. But, and I'm not sure if this is the 1990 ones. These are the 1990 ones. And it has Barry Bonds listed. Bobby Bonds' son. So they did it with a bunch of them. And then this purple set, which actually is dated 1990 because these other ones are blank backs. They don't have the years. Whole set of these, all different ones depicting different pictures of Barry Bonds, different poses. A little glare there. So there we go. And those all say Bobby Bonds as well. I mean, what are they doing? I mean, this one on top here is a corrected one with actually Barry written on there. So every one of those they got right. And if you know anything about baseball, Bobby Bonds had long retired. It's not like he was even playing nearly at the same time as his son. So they didn't really correct those. I don't know. Those are really cheap and easy to find. There's kind of stupid errors that Star did. So we're going to go back to some early Don Russ cards. And we'll start with 1982. Man, we did a 1981 video with Don Russ, and those are a lot of fun. This one, 1982, Hall of Famer Alan Trammell, number 76. Got him there, fielding, playing his shortstop position. And he has Trammell with 2 L's, but on the front has 1 L. They came back and corrected that. Not really worth much. Both of them are easy to find. But poor guy, misspelled his name. This one in 1983, this is a double error. This is kind of a cool one. This was a real hot item for a while. It's not really people know about it anymore. Ron Jackson, card number 639 of the 1983 Don Russ set. So this one's funny. So he's there swinging away, dressed in his Angels outfit. But look on the mitt there, it says A's for athletics. So I guess the guys thought, hey, A stands for Angels, right? But they got that wrong. So they corrected it. And here we go. There's a corrected one. Got Ron Jackson with Angels. Sounds great, right? But it has the green border, and it should have a red border to match the Angels. So that's the second error. And here's the corrected one. Has Angels in the mitt with a red border. Everyone's happy. 3 different versions of that card. They used to be worth something. I don't think they're worth but a couple bucks now. Let's round it out with one more card here. We got the Ron Darling. This is a 1984 Don Russ. And it's not numbered. So ignore the marker there. There's just no number on this card. So, and they did correct that one. And that Ron Darling's not really worth anything. Guys, that's all I got. Hey, I promise you the next video is going to be a pretty funny one. This is not it. The very next one will be. So I want you guys to like and subscribe. And if you're new to the channel and you like entertaining videos, the next one's going to be a pretty funny one. I think so anyway. And if you don't believe me, you can unsubscribe. But I would love to have you as a subscriber. Well, I want to thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.